Hello, it's me, Creativa Artley, and this is my 150 subscriber special. That's really hard to believe, and I am so thrilled for each and every one of you to be here. And so because of this, I ran 2 polls, one on Twitter and one on DeviantArt. I will cover the video from the Twitter one later since that poll didn't really go anywhere and only got 1 vote. So G3 versus G4 will be a different video. But the one that got the most on DeviantArt was for me to talk about my epilepsy and now my autism spectrum disorder as well. So that's what I'm doing right now. I started having epileptic seizures when I was a lot younger, like 1, 2, 3 years old, and had them for a while. After that, we tried medication, but ultimately we found out what worked for me was the modified Atkins diet. The last time I did an EEG, it came back clear and normal, so I'm thankful for that. But my epilepsy has still left me with some serious problems, including like a problem when it comes to like learning like math and stuff like that. And I still get like dizzy and all of that as well, of course. And of course I have to avoid like strobing and flashing lights, disco balls, stuff like that, where it's just like bright in your face, because that could still potentially cause a seizure. And then recently, over Thanksgiving break, I went to like a psychologist to get tested for a bunch of other things to like strengthen my IEP for school. And we got the results back before school started back. And I am on the autism spectrum. High functioning Asperger's, but I still have like focus problems, and I'm going to be starting meds for that very soon. But I'm glad I know that I have it, but I wish I had known sooner, honestly, because learning something like this shell-shocking, like recently, it's not the same as learning something like this when you're a kid. It's not. But I've looked into it. I've done a little research of my own, read several articles, and watched a few videos on it. But epilepsy and autism spectrum disorder are highly correlated, highly linked, and have some of like the same like synapses or whatever that cause like the different parts of the different disorders, but they're like the same. And so yes, having epilepsy doesn't mean you'll always have autism, and you having autism doesn't always mean you'll have epilepsy. There is a likelihood of it, and that has been what has happened to me. So, yeah, that's basically the story. Had epilepsy as a child, still consider myself to have it, even though I haven't had a seizure in years. But I also have autism, and they're just part of who I am. And while I'm thankful for them, I still, and the fact that they make me who I am, I'm still curious to learn more about them whenever I can. Until the next one, have a good Friday, have a good Saturday, and have a good weekend, and have a good Martin Luther King Day. Adios!